Very good afternoon to all of you. I am Prabodh Bajpayee from IIT Kharagpur, Organizing Chair of ICPS 2021. We are going to start the POSOCO Power System Awards, PPSA 2021, to meritorious research students and master's students also. I request Ms. Surekha to take over and proceed the session, please.
Yeah, thank you, sir. A very good evening to all of you. Welcome to this award function of POSOCO Power System Award. First of all, congratulations to all the awardees. To grace the occasion today, we have Sri I.S. Jha as the chief guest. He is a member of the Central Electricity Commission. Now I request Dr. Anil Wali to deliver the welcome address. Dr. Wali is the Managing Director of Foundation for Innovation and Technology Transfer. This is the industry interface organization at IIT Delhi. Over to you, Dr. Wali.
Thank you, Surekha. Am I audible?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Sri Jha, Sri KVS Baba, my faculty colleagues and friends. Indeed, a pleasure for me to welcome you to this function of the 13th edition of PPSA. I should, of course, greet you. It's a late afternoon of this day. It's cloudy in Delhi. I don't know how it's at your places, but nonetheless, it's been a roller coaster ride for FITT to have been associated with a POSOCO, which to institute this award way back in 2013, rather 12. And now we are in that 10th edition. We're going to complete the 10th edition. And while my colleague, Professor Abhyankar, would do the number crunching and will tell you the statistics, the interesting statistics about this award ever since we started it. But it's very heartening to note that so far we have, with this function, we'll be awarding 385 students for excellence in research and innovation through as evidenced by their thesis work. Now, my congratulations to the present lot of students who would be receiving the award. There was a time when earlier on, I think it stays so that all the recipients used to actually mention about this award in their curriculum vitae, and it was actually looked at very positively by the whether they were the prospective employers or they were getting into any other domain, like for example, startups. So this actually was helping the students very lot. And I hope the prestige associated with this award will stay. I would not take much time, but would again use the opportunity to request the management at POSCO to think of instituting amongst the winners an award, which could be an outstanding PhD or a master's award, to at least recognize somebody. I'm sure all of them are good, but somebody, if he or she makes a cut above the rest, in that case, I think, and we can always give a little more, even if we don't give the prize money is not increased, but I think recognition would do a lot good to the program as such and to this award as such. So I again would want to take this opportunity to thank POSCO management for consistently standing with us, and then gradually we are, and as Professor Abhyankar might speak and tell you about that, how we have gradually improved the process rather than made it more stringent to select the candidates who get the award. And in all this entire journey, my colleague Surekha has played a stellar role. And of course, it would not have been possible with the active support of POSCO management. So with this, I welcome you all over again to this award function. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now we have a presentation on the journey of POSOCO Power System Awards, and this is by Professor Abhijit Abhyankar. He is a faculty from IIT Delhi, and he has been associated with this award program since its inception. Now it is a presentation on the same.
Hello everyone, I am Abhijit Abhyankar. I am Professor of Electrical Engineering Department at IIT Delhi, and I coordinate this activity of POSOCO Power System Awards. In this presentation, I'll be talking about the journey of POSOCO Power System Awards so far. This is the 10th edition of these awards. Till last but 1 year, we used to hold this award function in a ceremony in New Delhi. But from this year onwards, we'll be holding this award ceremony in prestigious conferences like ICPS, NPSC. In this presentation, I'll be providing certain aspects of the evaluation that is carried out. Then I will also be talking about certain numbers. Some statistics will be provided in this presentation. POSOCO Power System Awards was constituted by POSOCO, that is Power System Operation Corporation Limited, a PSU, to reward quality research in the area of power systems in 2013. This is the 10th year of POSOCO Power System Awards. We started with the modest number of 70 applications in 2013, and today we have settled around 125 to 150 applications per year in 2022. Every year we ask the candidates to submit applications by end of October, and those are evaluated and the results are declared in the next year. The award is open to all the students of all the institutes in the country who offer PG program in power systems. You can see that the maximum applications were received by October 2019 and the results were declared in 2020. That is around 150 applications were received during that time. This is pre-pandemic period. And after that you can see that there is a dip in terms of number of applications received. The evaluation process at POSOCO Power System Awards is a 2 or 3 step process depending on the number of applications received. In step 1 and step 2, a binary decision as to whether the application should be shortlisted for step 3 or not is taken. This decision is taken based on a predefined criteria. In step 1 and 2, the pre-screening committee is made up of 4 members, out of which 3 are from academia and there is 1 member from POSOCO. Step 3 is the final step where the selection committee is made up of 7 members, usually 4 from academia and 3 from industry, including POSOCO. The PhD candidates, they have to make a presentation online through video conferencing in front of the experts, and there is an interaction session, and based on the details of the application form as well as this interaction, the PhD candidates and their work for awards is evaluated. For MTech evaluations, it is based only on the application form and there is no interaction with the students. This slide shows the considerations to carry out evaluations in POSOCO awards. So there are various criteria points with certain weightage that are given, like theoretical soundness, practical application of the proposal, novelty of the work, what is the outcome in terms of papers and patents, etc., toughness associated with the problem.
Is everybody able to hear?
It is audible.
I think it is not audible, sir.
Sir, your voice is coming, but this recording voice is not
The
coming.
problem,
Yeah,
the
I
quality
think-
of the presentation and the relevance to the area of power systems.
It is
This
come now.
slide shows the institutes from where the experts had been invited so far to evaluate the proposals. Various IITs and NITs participated, the experts from this institute participated wholeheartedly to evaluate the proposals, and you can see that the institutes are spread all across the country. This is the cumulative list of experts from academia who have evaluated applications in POSOCO Power System Awards. Apart from this, there are about 15 experts from academia who were part of pre-screening committee, the names of whom are not shown over here. This is the list of experts from industry that consists of experts from POSOCO, private industries as well as other government bodies. Now let us see some numbers and statistics. This slide shows the number of applications received in PhD category for last 10 years. The applications are categorized into 3 categories. Category number 1 consists of IITs and IISc taken together. Category number 2 consists of NITs taken together, and category number 3 is others. That is the current edition, you can see that the numbers have started again increasing. The same details for MTech category are shown in this slide. You can see that the number of applications received in MTech category peaked in 2017, and from then it has been dropping down and it has settled around somewhere between 35 to 40 applications in MTech category per year. One striking difference that you can see with respect to PhD applications is that the NITs, they have dominated so long as the number of applications is concerned over IITs. The left hand figure of this slide shows how many applications were received so far from IITs and IISc taken together in PhD category, and how many of them were really converted into the awards. And same for NITs taken together and other institutes. For example, IITs and IIC taken together, we received 372 applications so far, out of which 148 awards in PhD category were given. You can see that IITs have done better compared to NITs in PhD category. On the other hand, if you look at the right hand side figure of this slide, you will see that the NITs taken together, they have done slightly better compared to IITs and IIC taken together in MTech category. Now let us look at region-wise distribution of these awards. For the sake of comparison, the country and the institutes within, they have been divided into 5 regions. The definition of the region is as per the definition of regional grid defined by POSOCO. And the 5 regions are Northern region, Western region, Southern region, Eastern region and Northeastern region. The left hand side shows the number of applications received in each region in PhD category. The right hand side shows the number of awardees in PhD category in each region. You can clearly see that the Northern region has dominated in PhD category. And this is to be seen from the pie chart shown on the right hand side. The awards in the Northern region, they constitute about 50% of the total awards. The table at the center shows the success rate, that is the ratio of number of awards to the number of applications in percentages. Even though the Northern region has got the maximum number of awards, so long as success rate is concerned, Eastern region is the one which has got the highest conversion rate. This slide shows the same details for MTech category. From the pie chart, you can see that the Northern and Southern regions, they are comparable so long as the number of awards are given. One striking thing is that the Northeastern region has got 9 awards compared to 20 applications in MTech category. The table at the center shows that the success rates for each region, they lie in the same band, in certain band. In PhD category, we had a good amount of disparity so long as success rate within various regions are concerned. And this slide shows the region-wise distribution for PhD and MTech categories taken together. Again, from the pie chart, you can see that the Northern region has got lion's share in the number of awards. However, when success rate is concerned, Eastern region tops the chart with 39% compared to 37% of Northern region. So long as gender-wise distribution of awardees is concerned, 77% of the total awardees have been male, while 23% have been female. This slide shows the topic-wise distribution of various applications received. The topics range from classical power system related problems to the new era problems. Of late, the trend has been observed where the system related considerations have been done under the influence of increased penetration of renewables. And this is my last slide. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Professor. Now we'll move on to the announcement of the award. Let's proceed with the announcement of the awards of POSOCO Power System Award 2021 and 2022.
First, let us look at the list of POSOCO Power System Awards 2021 awardees. These awardees were declared in March 2021 and the awards were distributed, but the award ceremony could not be held due to pandemic. The list is being displayed here to acknowledge their achievement publicly. The list of doctoral awardees of POSOCO Power System Awards 2021 is as shown. The list of Masters awardees of POSOCO Power System Awards 2021 is as shown. Now, we will present the POSOCO Power System Awards 2022 for the doctoral category. Shibakumar Patro, Indian Institute of Technology, Bombay. Supervisor, Professor Anshuman Shukla. Thesis title, Topologies and Control of Hybrid Multilevel Converters with Enhanced Features for HVDC Transmission.
Hemant Kumar Goklani, Indian Institute of Technology, Bombay. Supervisor, Professor Shrivardhan A. Soman. Thesis title, Instrument Transformer Calibration and Transmission Line Parameters Estimation using PMU data.
Piyush Varhat Pandey, Indian Institute of Technology, Kanpur. Supervisors, Professor Saikat Chakrabarti and Professor Suresh Chandra Sivastava. Thesis title, Estimation of Low Frequency Oscillation Modes in Power Systems and Online Tuning of PSS using Synchrophasor Measurements.
Subarni Pradhan, Indian Institute of Technology, Delhi. Supervisors, Professor Bhim Singh and Professor B.K. Panigrahi. Thesis title, Control of Grid Interactive Microgrids employing Solar Photovoltaic Array, Wind Turbine Driven PMSG and Battery.
Devika J, Indian Institute of Technology, Madras. Supervisor, Professor K. Shantiswarup. Thesis title, Analysis of Market Mechanisms for Reactive Power Ancillary Service.
Sumedha Sharma, Indian Institute of Technology, Delhi. Supervisors, Professor Ashu Verma and Professor B.K. Panigrahi. Thesis title, Optimization Strategies for Smart Energy Systems under Uncertainties.
Deepak Mishra, Indian Institute of Technology, Dhanbad. Supervisor, Dr. Ajit Baral. Thesis title, Advances in Polarization, Depolarization Current Measurement and Analysis for Effective Diagnosis of Power Transformer.
Priyatosh Mahesh, Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur. Supervisor, Professor Ashok K. Pradhan. Thesis title, Synchrophasor Data-Based Control of Power Systems.
Priyanka Mishra, Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur. Supervisors, Professor Ashok K. Pradhan and Professor Prabodh Bajpai. Thesis title, Protection of Distribution Systems in the Presence of Inverter Interface Solar Photovoltaic Plants.
Vibhuti Naugai, Indian Institute of Technology, Delhi. Supervisor, Professor B.K. Panigrahi. Thesis title, Control, Operation and Protection of Low Voltage DC Systems.
Birender Singh, Indian Institute of Technology, Ropar. Supervisor, Professor C.C. Reddy. Thesis title, Life Estimation of High Voltage Transformer Insulation under Composite Voltages.
Saumitri Jaina, Indian Institute of Technology, Roorkee. Supervisor, Professor Bhavesh R. Bhalja. Thesis title, Improved Schemes for Busbar and Breaker Failure Protection.
Rishikeshan VM, Indian Institute of Technology, Guwahati. Supervisor, Professor Chandan Kumar. Thesis title, Investigation on the Capabilities of Smart Transformer on Power Distribution Systems.
Nikhil Kumar Sharma, Indian Institute of Technology, Bhubaneswar. Supervisor, Professor Shubhranshu Ranjan Samantre. Thesis title, Development of New Protection Schemes for Microgrid.
And the last awardee is Satyamurthy Dayalan, Indian Institute of Technology, Ropar. Supervisor, Professor C.C. Reddy. Thesis title, Simulation and Experimental Investigation of Electrothermal Breakdown of HVDC Cables. Now, we will present the POSOCO Power System Awards 2022 for the Master category. Saumyajit Gangopadhyay, Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. Supervisor, Professor Sarsij Das. Thesis title, Price of Privacy of Smart Meter Data.
Enukonda Venkateshwar Reddy, Indian Institute of Technology, Ropar. Supervisor, Professor C.C. Reddy. Thesis title, High Impedance Fault Detection and Localization on Medium Voltage Overhead Insulation Covered Conductors.
Balwani Mayurkumar Rajkumar, National Institute of Technology, Tiruchirappalli. Supervisor, Professor Karthik Tirumala. Thesis title, Development of a Smart Meter for Power Quality Based Tariff Implementation in a Smart Grid.
Badugu Mahesh Raju, National Institute of Technology, Calicut. Supervisor, Professor Ashok S. Thesis title, Adaptive Setting for Distance Relay of Feeder Connecting Converter Interface Renewable Energy and Coordination of Relays.
Indivar Reddy Megada, Delhi Technological University. Supervisors, Professor Sudarshan K. Valluru and Professor Saha. Thesis title, Modeling of Financially Motivated FDI Cyber Attacks and Strategic Optimal Scheduling of Virtual Power Plant in the Electricity Markets.
Revati Kunjal, Veer Mata Jijabai Technological Institute, Mumbai. Supervisor, Professor Shushma R. Wagh. Thesis title, Analysis and Control of Complex Networks, a Learning Perspective.
Ritesh Mohan Acharya, National Institute of Technology, Tiruchirappalli. Supervisor, Professor Manikavasagam Parvati Selvan. Thesis title, Blockchain-based market for electric vehicle energy trading and privacy-preserving market for data trading in smart grid environment.
Pranjal Gupta, Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. Supervisor, Professor Subba Reddy B. Thesis title, Multi-Stress Aging Studies on Polymeric Surge Arresters for HVDC Transmission.
Devesh Kumar, Indian Institute of Technology, Gandhinagar. Supervisor, Professor Naran M. Pindoria. Thesis title, Energy Management Platform for Cooling Systems, Case Studies.
Abha Saxena, Indian Institute of Technology, Bhubaneswar. Supervisor, Professor Subhranshu Ranjan Samantre. Thesis title, Development of Protection Scheme for Low Voltage DC Microgrid.
Jai Sai Kiran Reddy Kurre, Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur. Supervisor, Professor Ashok K. Pradhan. Thesis title, Vulnerability Analysis of Distance Relay under High Penetration of Solar PV into the Power Grid.
Shivanjali Yadav, Malviya National Institute of Technology, Jaipur. Supervisor, Professor Rohit Bhakar. Thesis title, Load Forecasting for Rare Events.
Sharad Suman, Malviya National Institute of Technology, Jaipur. Supervisor, Professor Hemant Kumar Meena. Thesis title, Optimal power flow solution incorporating stochastic renewable energy sources for controlled emissions.
Shovik Bera, Birla Institute of Technology, Mesra, Ranchi. Supervisor, Professor Deepak Kumar. Thesis title, Voltage Unbalance Mitigation Incorporating Thermostatically Controlled Loads Considering Demand Side Management.
And the last awardee is Shivam, Indian Institute of Technology, Kanpur. Supervisors, Professor Ankush Sharma and Professor Abhijit Mohapatra. Thesis title, Fault Location Identification in Underground DC Microgrid.
These were the list of awardees for 2021 and 2022. Now I'll request CMD POSOCO, Shri KVS Baba, to deliver his address. Sir, over to you.
Thank you. Am I audible? Yeah. Respect IS Jhaji, member, Central Electricity Regulatory Commission, Professor Wali, Professor Abhayankar, Ms. Surekha, and all the ICPS organizers. Ladies and gentlemen, I feel privileged to share my thoughts on this occasion. PPSA is very close to my heart as it is a platform for where research is encouraged, especially in power system domain. As you all are aware, India is gearing up for meeting its commitments and towards the climate change and clean environment. During recent COP26 forum, India reiterated its determination and declared targets to be achieved by 2030, such as 500 gigawatts of non-fossil power and 50% of energy from these resources. This leads to a very large energy transition and require many technological interventions. Such advancements are going to have large impact on power system too. So power system is as a faculty requires robust industry and academia partnership to develop, identify, adopt and disseminate relevant technological and indigenous models and translate technology for immediate adoption. So research is a significant pillar of this and our economy too. So I'm very glad that POSOCO Power System Awards entered its 10th edition. This annual affair has been a testament of time of true potential of the relationship between industry and academia. Bright ideas and smart ideas are great levelers. And as a nation, teaming with young, enthusiastic researchers, I can only say that these bright ideas would help us in catapulting into select group of nations who have capability and willingness to find solutions to the biggest challenges. This annual affair always gives me thoughts and ideas as how young researchers of Indian premier institutions are approaching the problems that we grid operators are encountering. So I'm sure that the collective wisdom and experiences can be fused to form some of the best possible ideas for the future of Indian power sector. So I congratulate each and every one who have been awarded today and all involved in the journey of last 10 years. So I thank FITT, IIT Delhi once again for anchoring this journey. And we have got another platform of ICPS and NPSC for delivering these awards also. So with this, I hope many students, many researchers will get more encouraged to do more path-breaking research and contribute to India's economy and development. Thanks to all of you once again.
Thank you, sir. We look forward for our continued collaboration with POSOCO. It's a pleasure to have Shri IS Jha as our chief guest today. He is a member of the Central Electricity Regulatory Commission since January 2019. Prior to his present assignment, he has successfully served as CMD of the State-run Transmission Utility Power Grid Corporation of India. I request our chief guest now to deliver his address. Sir, over to you.
Thank you, Madam Surekha. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes,
Sir.
Good evening, everyone. Sri KVS Baba, CMD, POSOCO, Dr. Wali, Director FIT, Mr. Abhyankar, Professor Abhyankar, IIT Delhi, and all award winner in this program and delegates attending the ICPS 2021. Thank you very much. First of all, I'd like to congratulate every awardee who has got the award. Just now the name was announced. I congratulate. I wish you all the best in the life. I also wish that you continue to do excel in the field of power sector. That is our thing. Now, I would like to thank the organizer of PPSA. At least in 2 counts, they deserve the thanking. One is not so important. They have given me the opportunity to attend. This is my first time I have attended such a award function. This is such a prestigious. Just I came to know when Mr. Abhyankar had presented the thing, the way it has gone up. Secondly, the thanking for the idea of this award scheme to the researchers in the field of master. This is really a great idea, because I remember that for last 10 decades, etc., I'm seeing that in the colleges, complete this link, people are all the fresh graduates, etc., the offering, they are hardly coming to good engineers in the electrical field, power sector field, while the need of the electricity is increasing day by day. But the talented graduate that doing the intermediate choice for the electrical engineer and power sector is decreasing. And that's why such type of award is very much necessary to attract the people. I'm really happy to see the presentation, the way the application is increasing to 320, etc. And that is really increasing, because you know that electricity is becoming the life of the people. In fact, the per capita consumption, like how much electricity one person is consuming in a country, is the symbol of the standard of living in the country. That's why if you see the earlier, I used to, when we started the services 20-30 years back, so basically we categorized the demand load of electricity in 3 categories: domestic, industry, agriculture. While domestic was consisting only 15 to 20%. But today, that was basically limited, domestic limited to lighting, to some extent, the fan, electric fan. Today, the air conditioning, cooking, all the things, geyser, etc., load is going up. That's why it is going up more than 30% in the domestic load. This is the way of life. Without electricity, we cannot imagine the life today in this luxurious life. Now the electricity is coming in the big way in the transportation also. For every needs, we need electricity. Naturally, how to get this electricity? We need a very strong grid. Just we have the national grid. How challenging this national grid, we can imagine that in the way that all India is the one grid. If something happened in the grid, entire country will go into dark. That is the example we have seen in 312. That's our operation. It's a challenge. If you see the size of our national grid, their installed capacity, I'm saying 390 gigawatt. means 390,000 megawatt. You can imagine the demand is more than 210 gigawatt. The more important is, out of the 390 gigawatt, 26% means 100, more than 100 gigawatt is the renewable. Earlier, the challenge used to be the power sector. When we started study the power sector, we have seen that why it is very challenging. Demand is varying. We have to make the balance between generation and demand all the time. That's why it is very challenging. Now demand is varying, generation is also varying with the RE penetration. Both are varying, and then you have to keep the balance. You can understand the importance of the challenge, how much challenge it is. Even if you see the constituent of the national grid, our national grid consists of 450,000 circuit kilometer EHV circuit kilometer transmission lines, in which about 765 kV, which is the highest voltage, 50,000 circuit kilometer. Even our grid consists of the HVD high voltage DC line, where the 3 HVDC lines have the voltage of 800 kV, which is the highest voltage level in the world. Each line, one tower line, is supplying 6,000 megawatt. You can imagine that entire Delhi has the general load of 5,000 megawatt, while one HVDC line has the capacity of 6,000 megawatt. Means they can meet the demand more than Delhi, one transmission line. Such 3 transmission lines are there. Similarly, for the control system, etc., we have for dynamic control, all the things, we have the latest technology of SVC, STATCOM, all the things. For controlling, we have the start of art control center in all the regional RLDCs are there, NLDC are there. Every time they are updating the software. All are such challenges. Now, naturally, such type of challenges, how to meet them? How, if unless until we have a talented engineers in the power sector to operate, to construct, to design, we cannot meet. We need such talented person to design the things, to design the new product, to operate the things. And that's why such type of award system is really a great thing. It's a very good achievement. I must congratulate and thanks all the organizations doing such type of things is really marvelous. And with this, I want to end the things because I don't have the word to say. It was such a good thing because I told you, I am listening, I have seen such type of thing. 30 researchers getting the award. PhD, even I have seen the subject of the PhD, all the subject, the HVDC, PMUs, I was noting, and all are the very relevant subject, even a small level of oscillations like dynamic stability, all the things that is very good step. I'm really happy to see all the things. Thank you once again to organization and congratulations to all the awardees, and keep going, keep doing such type of research. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Now I'll request Sri S.R. Narasimhan, Director, System Operations, POSOCO, to deliver the vote of thanks. Good to you.
Yeah, thank you, Ms. Sureka. Esteemed dignitaries, speakers, and participants connected here on this platform, and nearly 50 participants who are currently on the live YouTube streaming. They are also watching this session. I deem it a great honor and privilege to extend vote of thanks on this occasion to all the dignitaries and participants assembled here. In these exciting times, as members of the power system fraternity, we are doubly responsible for finding solutions and explore the emerging frontiers of power systems. This holds the key for finding solutions towards the larger goal of decarbonizing the energy sector and also building resilient and reliable power systems. Young researchers and engineers who have gathered in this August session are holding some of the keys to unlocking these solutions of the future. Congratulations to all the winners of PPSA 2021-22. We are grateful to Professor A.K. Pradhan and his team at ICPS and IIT Kharagpur for accepting our request to host this virtual award ceremony. First and foremost, I would like to thank our chief guest, Shri I.S. Jha, Honorable Member, Central Electricity Regulatory Commission, who despite his busy schedule has found time to grace this occasion. Your gracious presence and words of encouragement are very inspiring to all of us, including the participants and awardees. I express my heartfelt thanks to Dr. Anil Wali, MD FITT, Ms. Surekha Bhuya, Consultant FITT, for the continuous efforts in successful completion of 10 editions of PPSA since its commencement in the year 2012-13. I thank Professor A.R. Abhyankar, Department of Electrical Engineering, IIT Delhi, for his valuable contribution and guidance in the execution of 10 editions of PPSA since its commencement in the year 2012-13. I also thank Shri S.K. Suniji, the founder CEO of POSOCO, an eminent power system professional, Professor N.P. Padi from IIT Roorkee, Professor Surya Narayan Dola from IIT Bombay, Professor Niranjan Kumar, NIT Jamshedpur, Professor D. Tukaram, ISC Bangalore, Mr. Babu Narayanan from ex-CPRI, and Professor Naran Pindoria, IIT Gandhinagar, Professor Ganesh Kumbar, IIT Roorkee, Professor Abhijit Mohapatra, IIT Kanpur, and Shri Alok Kumar POSOCO for their valuable time in evaluation of PPSA 2021-22 applications. I also thank Shri KVS Baba, CMD POSOCO, for his steadfast encouragement for guiding us to complete the 10th edition of PPSA. My heartfelt thanks to the teams from POSOCO in corporate planning, HRD, and PR for the effective coordination throughout the execution of this project. I would record my heartfelt thanks to all the applicants for the enthusiastic participation and commitment towards research in power systems and related fields. Your valuable contributions will see the light in the years to come, leading to betterment of the Indian power system. I wish all the best to all the awardees, and I'm confident that the research will address the challenges in operating the Indian power system in future. I also hope this session will go a long way to infuse cooperation between industry and academia for the benefit of all. Once again, I thank you for all the attention. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So thank you very much to all the speakers, and it was a great initiative started long back from POSOCO and carry forward with the help of academia. And it is a real life example of how academia industry can go together and work out the best for the society. And we hope that it will take up new dimensions in future, and we all will be happy to serve for this great cause. With this session, we are in the closing of POSOCO Power System Award, PPSA 2021. Now we are going to have a break for 20 minutes, and the next session in this hall is tutorial session 2A, will be delivered by Professor Joydeep Mitra from Michigan State University. So if you are interested, kindly join the session, and very much thank you, all of you, for giving your time. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.